Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
From the fabulous Hemi Hideout in Brookshire, Texas, it's the In Wheel Time car talk show. And coming up, we got another guest from the Hideout, along with folks from car clubs attending today's cruise in. Conrad will have the In Wheel Time car clinic. And we'll have this week's auto news. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world Mars, King Conrad DeLong, we need more Jeff Zekin.
Yep.
The fabulous David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Thank you so much for joining us on our weekly broadcast. This is an hour over that we normally do.
Do we get overtime pay?
We do. Absolutely.
Right, awesome.
We got overtime pay for this, yeah.
Triple time.
Because normally the show is on the air from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. Well, today, because we're here at the Hideout, we thought, let's just go an extra hour. John won't care. We haven't seen John in a couple of hours.
He's been pretty busy.
Yeah, he's
a busy boy.
Got lots of people greeting guests and telling stories.
Do we have a different camera other than the one that's on us?
No.
We've got one for the general area.
Okay. So did you show that?
Oh yeah, I've been doing it. Oh yeah, we've been working back and forth.
Yeah, we're going to do another.
We got it under control.
I know you do.
We're going to take the remote, do another little walk around for a couple of minutes before we get off the air.
And it's not like.
Oh, we are? Okay, good.
It's not like pushing 3 buttons. It's nothing like that.
Oh well, yeah, I know. It's not that complicated.
Exactly.
So we're going to have to get John. Oh, here he comes, and we'll take him back over here. Because I want to show him that back room back there, and I think there's a more direct.
Well, I think that's where the dinosaur stuff is.
Yes, the dinosaur stuff.
But don't go too deep because we'll lose signal.
Okay, thank you for that. Appreciate it. All right, Mr. Morris, who's our guest?
Never been told that before.
Joining us now
with
the Vintage Thunderbirds of Houston is Mr. D. Temple, and they've got quite a group out here. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. Just not used to being on the radio.
Yeah, well, you have to talk a little bit. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the club and your event coming out here as a group.
Well, we're the Vintage Thunderbirds of Houston. We've got 70 members, and we like coming out here. Although we're Ford people, this is a fantastic venue.
Yeah,
got some incredible cars out here. The signs, memorabilia, just fantastic. So we come out here probably once a year as a group.
Yeah.
And thoroughly enjoy it.
Okay, how many people have y'all got with you? Because I've seen several of the
There's about 20 members out here today, and a lot of them brought their spouses. And but there's about 20 of us here, and I think about 15 brought their cars, all sitting out front.
So how often have y'all been coming out here?
We've been out here probably the last over 5 years. We've come out here maybe once a year.
Yeah, you've seen how it's grown.
It's just incredible, the things that they find and restore and display in this garage. And the restoration process they do out back is quite fascinating, too. Do some good work.
I know we've crossed paths with you guys before. You guys have done the Mecum auction.
Yes, we work the Mecum auction that comes here every year. A lot of behind-the-scenes work, dragging the cars, towing the cars, and just helping out Mecum as we can.
And then you're also involved with Houston Community College.
Well, we take we do. We take the proceeds from the Mecum auction that we earn, and we plow that back into a scholarship at HCC, the automotive department. And we've had a scholarship program out there for the last 7 years, and we refund it every during the summer for the fall semester. Recently, we just had an event out there, kind of publicizing our scholarship program. We brought an ice cream truck out there and give all the students ice cream, and just talk to them about the club and working in the antique car, classic car niche of the the automotive section.
Right.
So besides just a bunch of Thunderbird car guys, you guys have a pretty good philanthropic program that you're developing.
Well, we do. Well, more than developing, it is developed. And we've also last year started a pilot program at HISD, at the Barbara Jordan Career Center, at the automotive program they have out there. So we've started a scholarship out there and sent it's not a lot of money per student, but we've helped them go on to trade colleges.
Okay. And but anything helps, because sometimes it's not necessarily the funding of the scholarship, it's the connection to the other trade colleges that they have an opportunity to go to.
Well, that's right. And we try to tell them about the career paths in the automotive program. And as you guys know, in the classic car business, the shops are few and far between. There's a lot of backlog. The technicians are dying off, and there's not a lot of young people coming into that field. So we're trying to remind the students that there's a place for the antique car market and the classic cars, and to know what a distributor and a set of points are as opposed to fuel injection.
And have you ever connected with, what was the guy from up northeast, the Shelby place? What was the name of his school?
It escapes me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's a community college up in, I'm going to say, like the Texarkana area.
No, before we got hooked, I don't recognize that. Before we got hooked up with HCC, we made some contributions to McPherson College up in Kansas, I believe. They actually have probably one of the only 4-year restoration curriculums in the country. So we gave to them, but we wanted to spend our money closer to home in the Houston community. That's why we got involved with HCC.
At the Barbara Jordan Center.
Yeah, well, both HCC at the community college level, but to feed that, we wanted to go down to the high school level to get into their automotive programs to feed into the
Houston Community College.
Yeah, right. So that's what we enjoy the cars. We enjoy these cruises coming out here every month. We're going somewhere except in the summer when it's too hot. But it's more than the cars. We like to give back to the community.
So what's your Thunderbird of choice?
My personal, my preference is a 65. I think it's the best looking car. All the Thunderbirds are great. I just happen to be, I think the 65 is my favorite.
And what powertrain is in yours?
It's a 390, automatic 390, 65 convertible. It's a beautiful car.
And is that was that the one where they had the tune-out cover for the back?
You can get that for that. I didn't have it.
Yeah, cool-looking car.
Does that have a 2-speed automatic in it?
At least 4 or 6. I don't know.
Okay. I think it's a C6. I think it's a 3-speed automatic.
A 3-speed. Yeah. Okay.
But and Thunderbirds, it's a great car. It's kind of in its day, it was the halo car for Ford, as far as kind of their top line coupe that they offered to the public.
Yeah, and every gadget you could stick on a 65 was in a 65. Power windows, swing away seats, the power top that went down. It just for that period of time, a lot of technology in that car.
Yeah, cool.
And then a lot of expensive things to fix now, 50 years later.
Yeah, well, that's.
We're all well aware of that. That's for sure. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by and talking to us. We appreciate you.
My pleasure. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Conrad's Car Clinic. I think we could squeeze that in if we can keep it short today, because I've got another guest I want to get on, if that's okay.
Well, continuing the fluid thought that we've done is windshield washer solvent. You got to think windshield washer solvent's got to do a number of things. It's got to clean, but it also has to evaporate. So windshield washer, that blue fluid, there's actually quite a bit of alcohol in it. There's some detergent in it to help it clean, but there's also
when I ran out of bourbon, I used it a couple of times. It works great.
But there's also quite a bit of alcohol in it. And the purpose of that is so as you're driving down the highway and you clean your windshield so that everything evaporates out. And if you look at some of the people out there that are making windshield washer solvent, you can buy the 99-cent a gallon stuff at the dollar store, but there's also people that you relate to cleaning glass that sell a much higher price. Windex sells a windshield washer solvent.
Windex does? Mm-hmm. Where do you buy that?
Yeah.
Walmart.
Yeah.
They have the Windex brand windshield washer solvent.
Mm-hmm. And Rain-X also sells a windshield washer solvent. So when you think of people who are in business to keep your windshields clean, they sell a brand-specific solvent that's going to have their specific properties included in it. So,
have you ever used Windex just instead of a wiper, how they coat it, spray it? Have you ever done that?
I would be really worried about, once you wipe it, then the wind blows that across your paint.
Well, but that's why it's got such a high alcohol content. It evaporates so quick. It's not really going to cause any issues with
I
your
can
paint.
see my paint peeling off in a New York minute with that.
Plus, you're not as hungover.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, joining us now in the In Wheel Time remote studio here at the Hemi Hideout, Josh Kennedy. Josh, it's good to see you. I don't believe we've ever met.
No, sir.
But I understand that. Pull that microphone up to your mouth if you don't mind. There you go. Like the sports broadcaster that you've always wanted to be.
That's a fact.
That you were here from the very beginning, the erection of this beautiful place.
Yep.
All 22,000 square feet. What's the name of the company that you worked for at the time?
Well, at the time it was called Texas Timber Frames. Today it's called Timberline Group. And, it's grown quite a bit.
Are you still out of San Antonio?
I am personally, yes. The company's out of Bernie.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, still the hill country.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
So are you a Texas boy? How did you wind up doing this?
Well, I'm a carpenter since I was a kid. I actually am from South Boston, and I came down here.
Well, you have the wrong accent for that, okay?
Well, my last name's Kennedy, so historically not awesome for Kennedys in Texas. So from Massachusetts. So I got rid of the accent real quick.
And the convertible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Drop that off in the river.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Not a big fan of Lincolns for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I came here via the service. I was in the Air Force for 8 years, and Texas Timber Frames was my first job. Actually, I interviewed for it 6 months before I got out. And the co-owner at the time was a former Air Force pilot. And so, I came working for them as a fabricator and installer.
So from a carpenter's perspective, let me think. I think this is a little bit more than what a carpenter would really get into early on in his career.
Yeah, this is not terrible.
Listen, I took woodworking 1 in high school, and I flunked, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's funny. So I worked for the original owner, and then I left, and then a new group of people from Nebraska bought the company, and I was their first hire. And at that time, they needed salespeople, and I actually built their sales department. I was the Army of One at the time, and John probably regrets it every day of his life. Walked in and said, I want to build a car barn. I was like, well, come and sit right down. We'll work it out for you.
Yeah.
And
so
it was the best experience.
Were you part of the design phase of this?
No, I'm too stupid for that, but I did talk him into doing it.
Yeah. But, I mean, you have to know quite a bit about this to be able to say, okay, well, we can do this, and this is how much it's going to cost.
How much board feet is necessary?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He had a very basic design at first, and then
you expanded on it.
Well, we all did it. Michael Ratliff was the lead designer at the time, and still good friends with John. And John would come, and Bill Seitz, who's here, was instrumental in all this design. But one of the key features, like this arch that you see here, John came in and said, "Hey, I just bought a Porky Pig out of Missouri that was on a car dealership. We need to alter the design because I need a place to put that." So that was the motivator.
So in other words, part of the building was designed to
specifically
accommodate that sign. Yeah.
Yep. Specifically, he's like, it's coming, and you need to make a place in the barn for that.
When you stand in the midst of this and you look at the size of some of these, I'll call them timbers. I don't know what the correct phrase
timbers
is for them. Where do you find that wood?
Well, it comes out of the Northwest. That's actually Douglas fir, so this is all built out of basically Christmas trees that are all grown up.
But huge Christmas trees.
Yep. I'll give you some stats that I still remember. There's 147,000 board feet of timber just in the main structure right here. That's not including the outsides, which are added. The tongue and groove in the ceiling is Cyprus from Louisiana, and there's 13 miles of 1x6 tongue and groove on there. It took us 9 semi-trucks and several hot shots that I drove personally to get all these timbers out here.
And there's no nails?
No nails. It's all mortise and tenon, like the old style, like from Germany. And
dowels.
And dowels, yep.
Wooden dowels.
Yep, absolutely. And, it's actually today, 12 years ago today, I'll show you on my phone, we sat we stood up the first section of this
facility.
It came on my Facebook as a memory just this morning, but there it is.
Oh, wow.
And what am I looking at there?
Right there, that first
part?
section.
Yep.
And so we lay it on the ground, put it all together, and we fly it up. Now, what you don't see in this picture is John and all his friends were sitting right there with barbecue.
Yep.
And drinks and lawn chairs.
Sounds about right.
Right? And we're going to watch this whole thing go up. I told the crew chief, I walked over to him and I said, now look, you got an audience. Don't screw this up. Because of the design, it's actually real weak in the middle there. There's no continuous piece that goes across.
There's no keystone.
We had to strong back it with an I-beam.
Yeah.
And so now it's standing up. It's as strong as can be. But to get it from flat to up there was a nerve-wracking situation.
Wobbly.
So I figured if we can get the first one up, we're going to be all right, fellas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, he decided to invite half of Brookshire to go watch us put it up. I was like, Bron, don't screw this up.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll be in big trouble.
Yeah.
So do you still work for the company?
No, I left in 2017 and went out to be a builder and carpenter and try my hand different things, but it's still in contact. The owner of the company is a dear friend of mine.
And do they still use this as
absolutely.
a selling tool or as a display tool for the quality of the work that they do?
100%. In fact, the company has expanded significantly since then. In fact, they just got done doing the Spurs practice facility in San Antonio, which is all a more modern design. It's real in right now. CLT panels and big glue lamps. You see a lot of structures. There's a couple in downtown Houston that they've done. They're really into that right now.
You know, when I first came in here, clearly there wasn't near as many signs as there is now. I came in here, and you look at it from one end to the other, you think, well, this is a church cathedral.
100%. I told John, he said, look, you don't buy this. I'm taking the plans, and I'm traveling the country. I'm selling it to every Catholic church I can because it's actually a perfect cross. 100 by 200, and we used to call it the car cathedral, like in the office. And
I mean, this could easily
100%.
Have you sold this design to any churches?
No. This is John's and John's alone, and we'd never sully the fun time that we had building this. It's funny because we started, like I said, the 21st of October, 12 years ago, setting it up. And the frame we finished just before Christmas. And everybody came out to look at it. And I remember standing right there and just going, it's never going to get better than this. Well, no, I walked off fully depressed. I had to go call a therapist because it was never going to get any better. Both client, design, the fun working with the team. Because the company at the time, although it had been around for 15 years, it really had just started the year before when the new ownership bought it. So everything was very fresh.
What's the time frame from start to finish?
A year for for our part. And then John, I think, took 6-8 months and Shelley and all their team to bring it to what you see today.
So in the design of it, you guys had a scope of how much he was going to hang from it, right?
No idea. In fact, I told him in the years following, I said, look, John, we designed this to take a direct hit from a Class 3 hurricane. We did not design it to take a direct hit from John Hovis. Because you have voided the warranty, my friend, with all the stuff you've hung on here.
No doubt. But obviously, it's certainly capable of holding it all.
100%. Yeah, the structure and the way that it's designed is as the timbers shrink, it actually gets stronger. So, it can withstand a hurricane and John Hovis. So, it's
I'll tell you what,
such a pleasure to be here.
Next time I'm looking to build one of these, I'm going to call you.
Yeah, absolutely. Or the guys at Timberline, they'd be happy to do it. It's a blast.
Well, Josh, it's a pleasure to meet you, and thanks so much for stopping by and talking to us.
You built
today.
A beautiful facility.
Yeah, no doubt
not just me. I mean, I'm the only one talked them into it, but the guys over there are just incredible.
Yeah, truly
incredible.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
much.
We
appreciate you. Yep. Time now for Conrad's Car Clinic. We're going to squeeze that in before the end of the show today.
We just did it.
I'm sorry. Yes. I have some more headline. I know. Never mind me. You know. God.
We're on B.
Shut up.
Senility.
Oh, that set in a long time ago. General Motors on Tuesday said it's going to push back the launch of the electric pickup production at the Detroit area factory
because nobody's
until
interested.
Late 2025, citing electric vehicle demand and the need for engineering upgrades. The delay in starting output of the Chevy Silverado EV and the GMC Sierra EV at Orion Assembly is not related to the ongoing UAW strike, a spokesperson said. Rather, GM said the move is meant to better manage capital investment while aligning with evolving EV demand. Yeah. In other words, it's all...
We're not going to waste our money building EVs when people aren't going to buy them.
The delay in starting electric pickup production at Orion Assembly now means the plant could be down for nearly 2 years.
Wow.
Ow.
That'll make the UAW happy.
Oh, yeah, because all those workers
are standing on a picket line.
That's right.
And the UAW's got to pay them $75 a day to do it.
Correct.
That's their
Stellantis is abandoning plans to participate in the 2024 CES Tech Expo in a cost-saving move it attributed to the ongoing UAW strike. They're also, according to Mickey Bly, Senior Vice President and Head of Global Propulsion Systems at Stellantis, told a crowd at an electrification conference Wednesday that the company was continuing to invest in clean up the internal combustion engine as it rolls out electric vehicles. Stellantis' goal is to have EVs account for half of U.S. sales, blah, 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 blah.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. Happened late last year, the introduction of the 3-liter Hurricane twin-turbo inline six-cylinder, which makes more power than the bigger, heavier 6.4-liter Hemi V8. A high-output version of the Hurricane makes 520 horsepower, 35 horsepower more than the Hemi V8. We have more power. We just haven't released it yet, said Bly. So, if you're a Stellantis, Dodge, whatever you are, Ram fan, there you go. The straight twin-turbo straight six. It's going to be a
torque
beast.
monster.
Yeah,
going to put it in a Hornet.
Well, there's a possibility.
Only if they could time the transmission to work correctly.
Call it Acapulco Gold.
Acapulco Gold.
Maui,
smoking right
interior.
out of there. What, Mars?
I said more horsepower will fix that.
Yeah.
Always. Tub it out, as Jeff
Tub
says.
it out, baby.
Detroit 3 laying
Put a
off hundreds of
hurricane in
additional workers in Michigan, Ohio, and Indiana as the ripple effect of UAW's ongoing strike continues. Now another 1,520 will be unemployed. Well, they'll not be on strike, but they're being laid off, which is different. And I didn't know that. There's a difference between being laid off and being on strike.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get laid off, you don't get nothing.
I got
no
laid
job.
off.
Yeah, you got
It was
fired.
called involuntarily separated.
Yeah. Do you still feel that way, involuntary separated?
No, I think I've done fine since.
He still
I
has
think
the
you
anxiety, though.
Yeah, well, we all do.
But think about that. The more people that GM, Ford, and Stellantis put out of work through layoffs, the less money that's going in to fund the UAW strike fund. I think it's all a ploy to deplete the UAW strike fund because, all of these strikers, they get paid to picket.
$500 a week.
Yeah, well,
that's what they
it was
said.
$75 a day, but $500 a week.
So, and if you look at the amount of vehicles that are on the lots, on the ground,
60 days inventory.
they can sell basically
allegedly 60 days. Some have 10 days.
Yeah, but so there's 60 days worth of cars to sell there. That means there's 60 days that the factory doesn't necessarily have to put something else out there.
Matt England, paging Matt England. Do not leave the
of
building.
dollars.
You wait for me. I'm almost off the air, so you wait. You can go outside and look, but you cannot leave.
Don't touch.
Okay.
Go out, but don't touch.
And don't touch anything.
Look, but don't touch.
Matt England.
Everything's for sale. Did you bring your checkbook?
Yeah, no, the wife's got the checkbook.
Matt England.
Yeah. So at
Just
any
like
rate,
saying that, that's all.
it's time now for a quick break. And, okay, you hang on.
3 minutes.
Yeah, or so to speak. But we are going to take a quick break, and we're going to wrap up today's show right after this, okay? Okay. Let me make sure that I hit the right button now.
B3.
Okay.
Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet and GM
really
Performance has the absolute best price that you will find on GM parts plus transmissions and engines. Over $25 million in parts and powertrain inventory and customer service that will be not matched by anyone in the country. Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet and GM Performance. Whether you are a drag racer, an oval track racer, a hot rodder, it matters not. Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet and GM Performance will have the best price in the country, the best customer service, and the best delivery times that you will find on your GM parts. It can be on your dock, at your front door in a matter of days. It's Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet, GM Performance, and customer service to boot. Contact our Texas team, Gina Scheil knows, at 713-907-0906 or Rodney Rodriguez at 512-300-4445. You will not find better service or better inventory in the country. Rogers Dabbs and GM Performance.
The original group of Loopy Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipes mean when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the original Loopy Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here's the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Loopy Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Speaking of original, nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Loopy Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Loopy Tortilla Katy is another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Loopy's. It's located just off I-10 and the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggie Land? Head to the Loopy Tortilla in College Station, located just around the corner from Kyle Field. It's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Headed east to Louisiana, stop in at the Loopy Tortilla in Beaumont. It too's on I-10. You can't miss it. The original group of Loopy Tortilla restaurants invites you in for the best Tex-Mex anywhere. Houston's finest cars are invited to another Gulf Coast Auto Shield Car Social, Saturday, December 2nd, and you're invited too. Show off your personal pride and joy, or just stop in to see the likes of Lucid, Lamborghini, Porsche, Ferrari, and more. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your one-stop shop for paint detailing, coatings, window tint, clear bras, and wheel repair. The Car Social is your opportunity to get a tour of this state-of-the-art facility located at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. It all takes place Saturday, December 2nd, 9 to noon. This is the perfect opportunity to connect with other car enthusiasts. From BMWs to Bentleys, Corvettes to McLarens, the Car Social is a different kind of show. Talk to the owners. See Gulf Coast Auto Shield's facility. You'll be amazed. Put it on your calendar now. The Gulf Coast Auto Shield Car Social, Saturday, December 2nd, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. We'll see you then.
Well, that's it for this week's In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Here's your invitation to follow us on Facebook. Give us a like, tell your friends about us, and share our stuff if you would. We'll keep you posted on all things automotive all week long, including new car reviews, upcoming events, cruise-ins, racing, car, truck, and SUV goodies. You can find the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. We live stream this show on Facebook, YouTube, and on In Wheel Time every Saturday, 8 to 11 Central. Daily 30-minute podcasts available on your favorite podcast channel. The In Wheel Time Chief Engineer is David Ainsley. Our marketing advertising advisor and video technical director is We Need More, Jeff Zekin.
Yep.
For booking agent and car kook, Bike Mars.
All right.
Mr. Know-It-All and Facebook fiend, his royalty, King Conrad DeLong. I'm Don Armstrong. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll hope you join us for another live award-winning production of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, Saturday, October 28, 2023, on all of our In Wheel Time Car Talk outlets, right here on the Smoke and Mirrors Network. Special thanks to John and Diane Hovis, Shelley Gates, and all the great folks here at the Hemi Hideout that help make events like this run so beautifully. Have a great weekend, and we hope to see you again next weekend. So long for now.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher,